What is going on, you guys? Long time no pickup video. I would say long time no see, but I see you every Wednesday for a TTM video. It's been a long time since I've done just a random pickup video. I guess I kind of did one at the National every day, but before that, I can't even tell you the last time. It's typically because I normally only buy stuff that I'm going to get signed, and I buy items specifically for that. So once they come in, I don't show them, I just send them off to the signing. But I will go ahead and turn the camera around and show the hodgepodge of stuff we have here. I think it's a really cool mix of stuff. I think y'all will enjoy it because I definitely think it's super cool. So let's turn this thing around. So I had a PSA DNA personal submission came in, and I just go ahead and post that on eBay, at least the items that came back. But one item that came back, I was so surprised because I've submitted these multiple times and they've always come back as a no holder, which means they didn't have the means to authenticate it. But this is it, man. This 1950 Dutch gum D set. There's A set, B set, so on and so forth. But this is a Bridget Bordeaux card I had sent to her via TTM. I think she's in France, I believe. Could be wrong. It's either France or Switzerland or something like that. But she was a bombshell actress back in the 60s in Hollywood. And she's really, really good at signing her fan mail. And I've always thought it'd be so cool to have these slabbed. And so when this came back, finally slabbed up and labeled with the set, and I was just over the moon happy. So really excited to have that. Scrolling through eBay, I'm always looking for different cards, unique cards to get signed. And I found these baseball on campus cards. And I've gotten Fred Lynn a couple times. I'm still a little bitter over him keeping my whammy card. I still have not found another one. That was the only one I've ever found on eBay. Still haven't found another one. So I won't be sending him this card TTM. I'll have to wait till a paid signing. But that's the Fred Lynn and Paul Mahler. I guess for me they kind of look like downtowns, and I think that's kind of what they're meant to look like. But really like these cards, man. I don't know what they're from. It says 2002 Panini Elite Extra Baseball Edition. So, and there's a bunch of them, man. There's a Frank Thomas, Roger Clemens. So there's a bunch of guys that are either signed TTM or are on the autograph circuit. So we will see. Hopefully I can send that off to Paul Molitor, get it signed, and then we'll have to wait for old Freddie Lynn. I've been trying to pick up some Astros, and I picked up this Justin Verlander Independence Day. These are numbered to 76. You see, I don't know if you could see it down there. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Just really cool. When you get these cards or see these cards when they first come out, I think we just kind of look the other way or so on. And then 5, 6, 7 years down the road, you just never see them, And so I've kind of had that in mind. I've been watching Eric Those Back Pages, and he's picked up a couple of these in the past couple months. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick up some future Hall of Famers or some of my favorite Astros of these Independence Day cards when I see them. I have, I guess, officially started PCing Jose Altuve. Please don't turn off the video. I just really enjoy watching him, man. He is a thrill, and he has so many cool cards, and they're really cheap. And I don't want to PC any high-end stuff, any one-of-ones, anything like that. Like, basically, I don't want to spend over $150 on a card. But here's some items that I've kind of just started with. This Topps Finest Cornerstone. And then this thing is ridiculous. These Sonars. Sonar Parallel, this is numbered to 125. in person, and you can actually kind of see it on camera. These things are just wild, man. So cool. If you have any current baseball players that you really enjoy, like pick one of these up. They're not terribly expensive. There's a bunch of different colors too. I got this one because it's kind of a jersey match as far as color. But man, these things are super cool and they're not that expensive. Next, with this heavy lumber, I've seen these on eBay. I've seen, like Ellie De La Cruz, Aaron Judge, so on. And I just happened to see that he had one. I'm not the type of guy to go look at checklist when a set comes out to see if, this guy's in the set or if this guy's in this insert set. I normally just stumble across things on eBay, and I came across this and was like, yeah, man, definitely want to add that. And then this little guy, man, let me tell you, this booger is some kind of expensive. This is called Topps Chrome Helix. And they're unnumbered, and they kind of look like Panini Color Blast. I definitely think that's what they're made to look like. Well, this little guy was like $150 or 100 and a quarter. I can't remember when I bought it. And I definitely think I overpaid, but it was just one of those cards, kind of like I talked about the Justin Verlander. When they come out, you can find them, and they're not very hard to find. But as the months turn into years, they become very tough. And then the ones that you do come across, most of the sellers know what they have, and then they want to charge crazy prices. So that's that. Want to PC him, and then another Astro I want to PC is Yordan Alvarez. Kind of spoke to this, I don't know, a couple weeks back when I went to that Astros game, getting to see him and Altuve in person. This guy is just a monster among men, man. He is a big dude. And seeing this card, and yeah, it's a pajama card. There's no logos, but man alive, it is super nice in person. Pardon the glare. But really happy, and a lot of his stuff is super cheap as well. So I'll get these Altuve's and Alvarez cards, put them in a penny sleeve, put them in a top loader, and then a little nice tight team bag, and throw them in a shoebox that I have back here. Next, one of my all-time favorite Hall of Famers, Bob Feller. I always liked him, just as a teenager growing up. I liked his story, but I didn't know that he was in the Navy until I was in the Navy. And then I never knew that the dude had the rank of Chief Petty Officer until I was selected for Chief Petty Officer, and we went on a tour. I've told this story before. We went on a tour in the USS Alabama, and we stayed on there overnight as part of kind of the initiation. Once you make chief, it's a 6-week process, and it's not exactly the funnest thing ever. But on the ship, they have the rack or the bed that Bob Feller slept in when he was in the Navy and when he was on that ship. And ever since then, my infatuation for him has definitely grown. It went from a liking to, I just love this guy, man. Love his story. I love the fact that his autograph isn't worth a ton because he signed anything and everything. So you can get really cool stuff like this really cheap. Next is this Ernie Harwell. I picked both of these up from the same buyer. I won these on eBay auction, and I got the Feller first. And I was like, well, I already have to pay like $5 shipping. I want to see if I can get something else. And Ernie Harwell, man. Love commentators like Ford Frick winners. I guess that kind of goes back to the first awesome announcer or all-time announcer that I ever heard here in Houston would be Milo Hamilton. He was the voice of the Astros for a long time, Ford Frick winner. And we had Gene Elston also, who's a Ford Frick winner for the Astros. Both gentlemen have since passed, but I've always loved play-by-play guys. So really cool to have this for now. I'm not going to say it's like PC or anything, but I just wanted to own it for a little bit. There was a guy in a Facebook group selling some Luis Aparicio player era cards. I guess he had Mr. Aparicio at a paid signing. And so I wanted to pick up some of these. Always looking for player era cards, quality autograph cards that I can obtain, get slabbed up and put in my eBay store. Always looking for quality over quantities. Nice 1970. These number 3s are, I don't know what they represent, but they're on the penny sleeves, not the cards. So it's a 72, I believe. I'm starting to get better. If you followed me on this channel, you know I am the worst at naming the years of cards, but yeah, it's a 72. Yeah, dog. And then also, another gentleman in another Facebook group had some Mariano Rivera cards, player era cards that he was selling. I bought both of these for $75 a piece. Wanted to say, well, they were 70. I think I got them for $70 a piece because I bought 2. And both of them are JSA authenticated, which, I mean, for me, it doesn't mean anything. I've always been a believer of you need to know what the autograph looks like of someone before you go buy it. There's so many fakes out there. And so I don't need the JSA authentication to know that it's real. I kind of wish that they didn't, because there's a sticker on the back of both cards. But I'll send these off to PSA, get them slabbed up, put them up in the store, and just 2 more pieces of high quality stuff. And last but not least, talking to Baseball Collector at the National, he kind of let me know that Cal Ripken had signed with Fanatics, and then Fanatics started charging out the nose for his rookie card, his 1982 Topps Traded, and they wanted $400 a piece for him to sign that card. And I thought that was just ridiculous. So I ended up getting this, and it wasn't a Beckett holder, which I am not a Beckett guy. It wasn't a BAS slab. Broke it out, and I'll be sending this off to PSA as well with these Bad Johnsons. And I can't remember what I paid for this. I wanted to say like $150, $200-ish. It was on an eBay auction. And the guy, I don't know what he was thinking, but he auctioned off like 5 of them at a time. And when they ended, he did another 5 and another 5. And you just seen the prices slowly go down. So he kind of flooded his own market. But really happy to have that and get it for what is now below market. So that is that. Those are my pickups. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I have no clue when the next pickup video will be, but this was really fun. I enjoyed doing this. Something other than a TTM video. So till next time, adios, be safe, bye-bye. Doodles.